Hello everyone, welcome to the channel Profile Plus. This is Padma. In this video today, let's learn some interesting phrases and sentences which you can use it on day-to-day life while talking to your children, or you are talking about your daily activities with your children. So it's exclusively for the parents. So those parents who wanted to talk about their activity with the children, or you want to instruct your child with certain day-to-day things, you should just use all these sentences. If you are a parent who are already making some sentences, just self-check your statements because the children learn from you. Let's begin the video. Yes friends, see here I have picked up some interesting phrases. Generally during your morning routines, there are parents who just give a bath to their child. But when you just come back, when you suddenly have some visitors at home, or you had to just explain somebody over the phone that what you were engaged with. So in such a case, make a phrase or make a sentence like this. Okay, I bathed my child. I bathed my child, or I bathed my son, or I bathed my daughter. See, remember, it is not bathed, it is bathed. So there is some common error what everyone tend to make. So please correct this from today. If you are not comfortable with the word bathe, then you can very well say I gave a bath to my son, or I gave a bath to my child. So this is a very frequent phrase used by the parents. So please correct your English if you are making some errors in it. The second sentence here is, see, I just took my children to the park nearby. So this is also very common one. Okay, every evenings, those who have toddlers, I think you know the pain. Okay, so you generally take them for a walk, or you take them to the park nearby. Okay, in such a case, your sentence has to be like this. I took my children, or I took my son or daughter to the park nearby. Okay, this is also a frequently used phrase by the parents. Next one here is, my child gives me a hard time. You know, what does it mean? See, generally, while feeding your children, I think you can agree with me, parents. So feeding a toddler is really a very hectic thing to do. Okay, so you can tell someone, my child gives me a hard time while I feed him. So while you're feeding him, so normally he just don't stand, he doesn't sit at a place. So you just keep roaming here and there, and you had to just run behind your children and to feed them. So this is what it means. It's not only during the time of feeding, it is also sometimes when you had to just dress them up to get ready for a party. Anytime when they're troubling you literally, you can use this phrase in order to explain about your tensions. Okay, you can say, my child gives me a hard time. Okay, my child gives me a hard time means she just troubles you. Okay, the next sentence here is, don't sit too close to the television. So never make these errors, parents, because always the children learn from you. Okay, in case if you are making a very wrong sentence, it just sticks on to the children's mind. And now due to the COVID situation, none of our toddlers or the small kids at home, small children at home, they are not going to the schools. So please remember, you can very well become a teacher as well during this time. So those parents, those mothers who are at home, so please make sure that you talk to your children in English and you just make them respond to you in English. This is really important for the parents or for the mothers to make a perfect sentence. Don't just feed your child with a wrong phrase, because that will remain in your children's mind throughout their life. Okay, so please make sure that you correct your phrases from today. So please tell them, don't sit too close to the television. Don't sit too close to the television. The next sentence here is, take your toys. See, this is a very common thing when there are some sudden guests and visitors at home. It's like, what do we generally get embarrassed with? We'll just see the relatives see all the toys scattered here and there, isn't it? So mainly on the sofa, where you have to just invite them and make them sit, and that is where you have the whole lot of toys on the sofa or on the chair or on the bed. Sometimes you have to instruct your child to take off all that, okay? So take your toys off from the bed means take your toys off the sofa. Take your toys off the sofa or take your toys off the bed. Off. Here off is O-double-F. So don't say take off your toys. Don't just interchange it. Fine. So take your toys off the chair. Take your toys off the bed. That's the perfect sentence here. So please make sure you correct your sentences, my dear mothers. Okay. So here, you will catch a cold. See, again, when you have to instruct your child not to eat more chocolates or more ice creams. And again, here there is a phonetics correction. It's always chocolates, not chocolates. Okay, there is no L-A-T-E-S. In phonetical language, it is L-I-T there. Okay, chocolates. So don't eat more chocolates. See, this is how the mother or the father keep insisting, the parents keep insisting their children. So they just use this statement very frequently. So what is that statement? Just, you will catch a cold. You will catch a cold if you eat lot ice cream. If you eat, see, I have written it here. If just, you will catch a cold if you eat too much chocolate. Okay. So if you eat too much chocolates, you will obviously catch a cold. So you will catch a cold if you eat too much chocolates, if you eat too much ice cream, anything. So please make sure you say this statement, you will catch a cold. The next sentence here is, see, you are wearing your shoes. Again, this is the most frequently used sentence. You can see your toddler wearing the shoes on the wrong feet. Okay, so in such a case, a parent has to say, you're wearing your shoes on the wrong feet. You are wearing your shoes on the wrong feet, and shake your shoes before you wear. So this is another instruction. I haven't written here, but then please make a note. You have to always say, shake your dress before you wear, shake your shoes before you wear it. This is a very common instruction what we generally give the children, right? And don't spill your food. Spilling means, you know that what it is. While they have any food, you have to instruct them, don't spill the water and don't spill the food and don't spit the food. All such small instructions. Try to learn the exact vocabularies and try to use the sentences as much as you can correct and use it very perfectly, so that the children also follow you. And here it is nothing but, you are wearing your shoes on the wrong feet. You are wearing your shoe on the wrong feet. The last but not the least, don't open, okay, well, you instruct your children not to open the door until you come back. It's most frequent, like your second standard or third standard child, you may have to leave them for a while in order to just go to a shop, a nearby shop, in order to get something. Okay, so only for some important reasons you are supposed to leave them alone at home. Where no parents in India, we are really happy to allow them being alone at home these days. Okay, so in such a case, if you have to just go very nearby and come back, please instruct your children, don't open the door for anyone until I come. Don't open the door for anyone. This is the instruction where you have to give your children. So these are the very smart and very interesting phrases that you can use in your day-to-day conversations when it comes for parenting. So there are some few interesting things I have picked up today. There are a lot more which we can learn in the further videos. If you like this video, please just press the like button, because that will make me really motivated to give you some interesting videos like this. Enrich, empower and emerge with English, friends. Thank you.